Welcome, everybody, to beautiful Miami and Hard Rock Stadium, site of this year's Capital One Orange Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the number 3 seed in the playoff, the Florida State Seminoles. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. And the kick goes out of bounds. An odd start to this game for sure. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down here for this offense. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Getting close to midfield now. They bring it down to the 47.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
They look to throw it here on second down. Running out of time in the pocket. Catch made on the left side. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Chris, just a great throw here. Surgical and precise in doing what they need to do to be able to pick up that first down and keep this Oklahoma offense on the move.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And the Soft were able to bring him down quickly.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Offense getting set. It's second down. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. He shreds the tackle. They make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28.
Chris, Oklahoma has had their run of quarterbacks and receivers in recent years, and we know they can throw the football. But anybody goes back to Barry Switzer and Bud Wilkinson, you know that Oklahoma is all about their ability to have a running game. Beautiful play right there, and I know the Sooner fans are proud of that one.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looks to the left, and it's complete. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple of plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, man, puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. He's got some room. Can he get there? And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Come out in the playoff game, Kirk. No signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate, and they actually just the rhythm to the offense, but they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. Line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defense coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. Defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice solid game. Stay ahead of the chains.
Short throw to the back, an easy completion. and uses his speed to pick up solid yardage. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on third down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
And looking to throw now on first down. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now,
intercepted, picked off by the defense. And he's got some open field ahead at the 10. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Wow, what a play, a defensive score.
Chris, that second-tier defender linebacker sometimes can get lost in coverage. I don't know if the quarterback saw him. Quarterback threw it right to him, comes up with the interception, and then he has the speed to take it all the way to the house.
And the extra point splits the uprights. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And he's tackled at the 25, same spot it would have been, and he left it in the end zone. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. A gain of 2 yards, and now it's second down and 8.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Quarterback escapes the pocket. Catch made all the way down inside the 35. Touchdown, Seminoles. Just ran away from the defense.
Chris, as you know, anytime you hit a big post route like this for a touchdown, the timing between the quarterback and the receiver is essential. Nice job of not waiting too long. Quarterback takes a hitch, gets the ball out early, and allows his receiver to run underneath the beautifully thrown football for the touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. The Oklahoma offense is back on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Let's it fly to the wideout. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. 4 set of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up for the first down.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? He'll hand it off. Tackled down at the 3-yard line after an excellent run.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
He'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Still no answer for this offense.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for a running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
And they tack on the extra point. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And the returner is brought down. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop?
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
important second down play coming up.
That's the end of the first quarter. Oklahoma 21, Florida State 7.
Got it.
Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Extending the play now. The defense gets him, but it's a first down. Shows you how dangerous he can be scrambling.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first and keep this drive moving.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. Tough spot. The offense has to convert a third and long from the 30 to get this drive going. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. On the run, he'll let it go. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
Whoa, we're talking about a big hit there. I think this guy holds on to this football at a critical third down if this linebacker doesn't lower the blow. Great timing on that hit to prevent the PI call and to get this team to fourth down.
And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team.
And the Oklahoma offense will take over.
And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. They've really built momentum in this game. It's been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments? Come up with a stop here. Running with purpose. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Throws a stiff arm. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
Defense kind of lost a running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage.
When they're throwing the football like this, it is really hard to defend this offense because of the timing of the quarterback with his wide receivers. Another good example of it there for the first down. Makes me harken back to guys like Sam Bradford and Jason White, their Heisman campaigns and the accuracy that they threw the football with. Great example of that right here by this OU quarterback.
Now it's second down here. Ball handed off. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
I still love to see Oklahoma run the football and be able to show people they can get first downs by running the ball. I know their quarterbacks have been great in recent years, but the Sooners, when they want to be able to run the ball, you know they're going to run it. You still can't stop that offensive line and a great dynamic back. So good job here by the Sooners. Move the sticks.
Second down play coming up for this offense. The shotgun running play call. Taken down, but not before he makes the first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. An inside give now from the shotgun. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
What a job at the line of scrimmage by this defense. Looked like a no-brainer. Second and short, easy first down. No. Denied. Stop. Bring up third down.
The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now fourth down. The Sooners hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Trying for a fourth down completion. Finds his man, has the first down. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Chris, how about this? You're inside the red zone. You get the fourth down. You go for it. You show that aggressive approach. Your players love that you show confidence in them. And you're rewarded with a first down.
First and goal now. A chance to claim even more momentum before the halftime break. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Handoff inside, looking for the touchdown. The junior able to bring him down quickly. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. On this marathon march, now he's set up at third and goal. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. He's got it near the end zone. And he's down at the 3-yard line. Defense calls their third and final timeout of the half now. Looks like the coach decides to go for 3 points here. Here comes the field goal team. The kick is good. Defense collects 3 points on the drive. And that will extend their lead even further. Set for the kickoff here after adding to this big lead.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. They're in a hole here before they have a chance to regroup at halftime. Let's see if they can cut into this big lead. First down, looking to throw the ball. He's moving out of the pocket. On the move, looking deep. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. One play moves the ball to the 44. It'll be first down. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Short connection to the tight end here. Finally, they get him. A great tackle by the cornerback. Not easy with that size difference. Looking to pass here on second down. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Caught on the outside. It's Davis.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
And the Noles begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Looking to scramble. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
You know, they don't hit this downfield, but it gives you an idea of how much pressure this quarterback can put on this defense. They've got to cover all these receivers, worry about the running game, try to pressure the quarterback, and then deal with him when he breaks out and scrambles like that. He's a threat to run or throw.
In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. First down and 10 now. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Sideline catch made, but out of bounds short of the first down.
And that is always the toughest thing for a defense, when you cover the initial routes by the receivers, but then they start their second routes adjusting to the quarterback scramble, and they're able to get open. And when you have a quarterback who can run around and buy time, it makes it so much tougher on coverage.
Now a chance to cut into this lead before halftime. It's 1st and goal. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. They pressure him and get him. The loss back to the 7-yard line.
That's a big sack by this defense here on 1st down. Now, the offense still has opportunities to rectify this situation, but it's not the best way to start a 1st and goal situation.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. The pocket breaking down. Pressure comes, and once again, no escape. This will likely be the last play of the half. 3rd and goal, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State.
Boy, this is a huge score, not only to cut into the lead, Chris, but just psychologically to be able to score like this. You go in at halftime, you make some adjustments, you get ready to make a big comeback now in the second half.
PAT up and good to get a little bit closer. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Sooners will kick this away to start the second half. Fields it just outside the goal line. Returner tackle right there. That's when they start the drive. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. First play of the 3rd quarter is a handoff. Tackle made at the 24 as they begin to put a drive together.
Anytime you're down at halftime, you get your minds together, you try to make some adjustments, you try to get things heading in a better direction. This offense is off to a great start after this play right here.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking to scramble now. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. The pass rush closing in. That's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Man, the quarterback got nailed there, Chris. We'll have to take another look. He gets the ball out, but he took a big hit. This offensive line has got to do a better job of taking care of their superstar if they want to have a chance to win this game.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Can he make it to the marker? Tackled across midfield at the 48, good enough for a 1st down.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a 3rd down, you trust that offensive line to come up with a 1st down, and they get it.
The quarterback keeps it on the option. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, the quarterback does everything right except pitch the football. The defensive end's going to take him, which is great. That's what you want. But you got to get that ball out quicker to not allow that defensive end to make that play.
That's a bullet over the middle. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Not a big return, but the pick ends the scoring threat. The offense will now take over at the 30.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
1st down. We're going to throw the football. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country, and they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. You either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their guy.
And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
Important third down play coming up. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Looks left and finds his target there. And that big gain moves the ball across midfield all the way to about the 36.
With this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
Handoff from the shotgun. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's caught. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Automatic on the PAT. He'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. He's moving out of the pocket now. Cannot escape. They've got him. It'll be a short loss, a yard or two.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Lofting it toward the left sideline. And the pass is dropped. Incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Fires it to the wideout. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
And here comes a deep shot. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. But a quick stop by the defense. Gain just 2, so it's 3rd and 8.
There's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. Wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Love to see quarterbacks try to keep a play alive. He gave it everything he had here. He came up short of the first down. Boy, he gave him a chance.
Crucial play. Down double digits in the second half. They're going to go for it on 4th down. And he drops back in the gun. And looking for a big play here. Downfield and incomplete. A 4th down stop.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on fourth down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the first down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He's going for a big play downfield. Makes the catch. Can he get in? They stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up 1st and goal.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And the beatdown continues.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. The last time they went forward on 4th down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. Makes the catch downfield. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32. And the Seminoles looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
Hey, it's positive yards, right? That's never a bad thing. But let's face it, Chris. These guys got a long way to go in a short amount of time to do it. So let's get the ball downfield and let's get out of bounds to try to preserve that clock.
Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Going to try to use his legs here. He's found some room at the 45. Oh, and he fumbles. Offense recovers the fumble, maintains possession. The Noles have 1st and 10 here.
Well, it's a good job by the defense to force the fumble, but you have to have the collective awareness for someone to get on top of it. It's a lucky break for the offense.
Chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Lets it go quickly. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Contact as he threw it. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Going the other way, can they catch him? And that's a solid return after the interception.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the 2nd half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Handoff here from the shotgun. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
That was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run phase, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. It's a highlight reel diving catch there. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength.
Man, they're already up big in this game, and now they're taking shots downfield. They're just looking to pour it on right now. Still throwing the football, and vertical shots to boot.
He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Second down play coming up. From the shotgun, drops back. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Man, he got crushed there, didn't he, Chris? And we know this guy is their superstar. He's their leader. But based on that last play, this offensive line's got to do a better job of recognizing that they got to take care of him.
DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. And they heave it deep downfield. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Touchdown, Oklahoma. This one is getting ugly.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play call, and continuing to put points on the board.
And the point after is good. And the return starts just inside the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Going for a big play downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Knowles. No chance to catch it.
You can tell that this play caller, the offense coordinator, he's thinking about the future. He wants to see how his quarterback and how this offense wants to compete when this game's out of reach. He's going to be very happy with the result of this play.
And he knocks through the PAT. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And the hands team able to recover the football. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. This group has been rolling up double digits at halftime. They've just built on that lead here in the second half. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Oh, that one's picked off. Can he take it all the way? And look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage. The Seminoles will come to the line to crank up the tempo.
You know, they tried to catch this defense napping on 1st and 10 by taking a shot downfield, but the defense does their job. They've got everybody covered, but I'm telling you, you better account for this quarterback because he can take off when things aren't there and use his legs, and he does that for the first down.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. And the quarterback dropping back, trying to create outside the pocket now. The pass ball is incomplete on the scramble. That's good coverage.
This secondary knows how to keep their eye on the football and how to break on the ball. I thought the receiver was open. I thought it was going to be a completion. It gives you an idea of how instinctive and how athletic he is by getting into the way of that and knocking it away.
And a flag flies as the pass falls incomplete. Let's see who this is on. So the quarterback lost track of where he was. He was all the way beyond the line of scrimmage before throwing that pass. Offense comes to the line for 3rd down off the incompletion. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. Touchdown, Seminoles. Still no answer for this offensive machine. That's another passing strike from this quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ballgame.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. And, man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up coverage. Because right now...
And the pressure gets home. He's dropped right there. And the deficit will remain where it is.
That keeps the score.
Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here.
Florida State, 27.
And the hands team able to make the crucial recovery. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. An interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Man, this defense can fly to the football as a group. That's great team pursuit. The quarterback a little unsure on whether he should keep it or pitch it, and the defense makes him pay for that with their speed.
Second down after that previous play. Some press coverage now from these DBs. Use the running game to chew on this clock now. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. See what the call is on 1st and 10. He'll hand it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage and make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Getting set. Here's second down. Looking to pass this time. Looks to the left for a quick throw. He pulls it in for a big gain. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
How about that play call here, Chris? I mean, I'm thinking they're going to run the football and continue to work this clock. This gives you an idea how much confidence they have in their passing game and this quarterback being able to throw the football with the lead in the fourth quarter, completion, and you're able to keep that clock moving.
And they finally stopped him, but a decent gain that time.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
The gain makes it second and medium. There's the handoff. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, of this playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
So here we go, third down. Defense needs a stop here, trying to force a field goal attempt. In the third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Slides the quick throw. He'll step out after a nice gain there, and the offense will have first and goal.
Well, he's been their go-to guy all game long. They needed a big play there on third down. They go his way again, and it works out.
And the Sooners will line up now. It's first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. Here's the second down play. It's victory formation. Quarterback will kneel down. Of course, in the playoffs,